Hello my friends, welcome back to Nightmare Simulator 46. That's my favorite. On today's menu we have a healthy helping of shaders, some of which are nightmarish, Jesus Christ, some of which are cinematic, whoa, holy crap, the island looks kinda crazy, and all of which are kinda cursed. My eyes. So, let's just dive right into it. And I've already done a video like this years ago, but I was just kind of curious to jump back in, revisit some of the shaders we looked at back then, and also just get a bunch of new ones. So, here we are, safe shallows, looking safe and shallow as ever. Now for all these shaders we're going to be using a reshade. I will leave a link to it down in the description, but let's start with something pretty easy. This is the ReXIII Nostalgia shader right here. What it does is it basically gives everything a bit of a more yellowish hue. I'd say in the default configuration as it came out of the box, it's actually quite subtle, and honestly if you handed me this version of the game, I'd be pretty hard pressed to even know that it is on. Let's go check out some other biomes just to kind of double check what it looks like. I mean, the greens of the kelp forest definitely have a bit of a brown tinge to them, but it still looks quite nice, I think. Here in the bulb zone, again, a bit of a brown tinge. You can see the film grain a bit more in the background, but it looks very nice, I would say. In the Lost River, yeah, you can definitely see the film grain. I mean, the darker the area, shush, I'm trying to record. The darker the area, the more it's gonna come through. Maybe in the personal tune, I would take down the film grain a couple notches. But overall, good stuff. Let's switch it up. Now, next up we... oh my god, okay. So this is the Riptide shader, and it definitely goes for a more kind of broody, dark, high contrast look. The colors are a lot less saturated, and everything has a very kind of cold tinge to it. It's very blue. Let's go check out these biomes. I'm trying to keep it pretty consistent here, but this looks very cinematic. I mean, holy crap, look at this. Honestly, I quite like it in here. It is very dark. Like, even during the day, you might want to pull out the flashlight just because of the high contrast, but the colors work for me. Okay, now I think in this area, because there's a lot of blacks, that kind of blue tinge is really coming through. It still looks sick. Like the plants here with the bioluminescence look amazing. I do have to say though, in the distance it looks a little muddy maybe. Like that green gives a bit of an odd color. Oh my goodness. Now this looks insane. The lava is all freaking pink or purple. I mean, it definitely made the lava zone fabulous. Could not tell you that it's lava though. Holy crap. I mean, yeah, the island looks good. I think the surface in general looks pretty dope. I like the higher contrast. It looks pretty epic here. And actually, what I really like here is the contrast of the blue sky with like the very dark island. Something about this is like really pleasing, so good job. Now, of course, there will be a comparison of all of these at the end, but let's switch it up again. My eyes. So these are the Aeonic shaders, and that is quite the difference. The bloom effect is like through the roof, so is the exposure. Oh god, it hurts my eyes to be on the surface, but as soon as you get underwater, it's not that bad anymore, which of course means I want to see the island first. Well, you know what? On the island, it's not that painful on the eyes anymore. I think it's mostly the lower clouds that are quite rough. It's a little Skyrim-y to me for some reason. Interesting. Okay, see now in this area, it looks really nice actually. All that glow from the surface kind of coming down, creating a sort of thermocline depth kind of effect. This looks really cool. Oh, this also looks really nice. Yeah, this is a really, really good look. There's more of that blue in the background, but I think it looks actually really nice here. And those turquoisey colors really come forward here. Oh my goodness. Now see, now it looks like lava. It looks like spicy Cheetos. Dude, but the effect of the glow on the lava is incredible. Especially with the contrast of the black rock, this looks cinematic as heck. So cool. Now how you feel about those black bars on your screen? That's kind of a personal preference, but for cinematic shots, I could definitely see it work. Alright, let's switch it up again. Hopefully my eyes will have time to recover now. Oh god! Okay, so this is the cinematic overhaul. We're sticking with the cinematic theme here, and now we're going really into like the greens, it seems. Again, a ton of exposure. It's very bright. Some very strong contrast. It's not as painful on the eyes on the surface. Ooh, this looks very, very nice. And I like that this one doesn't have the black bars. I don't think you need them for a cinematic look. I think this is plenty, and this looks really, really beautiful. I think the dark contrast of everything, like the kelp, really accentuates those sun rays coming through the water. This is a freaking pretty look for cinematic shots. Now remember, we're not exactly judging if it's just playable, because I mean, yeah, all of them are playable, but to be honest, if you're looking for a regular experience, I'd probably just stick with the regular game preset. But for taking cool shots, or if you just want to enhance your cinematic feel a bit more, honestly, so far as the underwater cinematic look goes, this one might be the best one. Okay, it looks quite similar in The Lost River. Leans a bit more towards the green. Yo, now this looks good. Holy crap, the lava zone looks cool. I really like the bloom effects on the lava. Just something about it kind of glowing. And especially here where it looks like they're kind of getting the hue right. This looks pretty cool. I mean, it is still quite washed out of color, but I quite like it. Whoa, holy crap, the island looks kind of crazy. This looks like those Skyrim YouTube videos you'll see, which is 4K Ultra HD, running this on my 4090 400 mods. Yeah, this looks pretty crazy. Yeah, I quite like it, I think. And moving maybe a little bit away from the cinematic feel, here we have the Realistica shader. Now, whether it's realistic, you guys are gonna have to form your own opinions about that. But this is specifically the desaturated greens preset. Now, the reason I picked this version is because I think it showcases what the shader does a bit better. It definitely goes for high contrast, again, takes away a lot of the colors as advertised. Definitely isn't as hard on the eyes on the surface. It actually reminds me a bit more of Riptide. I think a lot of cooler tones here. This looks almost like monochromatic. I mean, yeah, there are the blue vibes, but it definitely desaturated the greens. Yeah, but see, here it's, for example, not that intense because there's not that many greens in here. The blues still pop very nicely. Holy crap, the Lost River looks absolutely terrifying. It's freaking scary. I love the contrast of the purple though. Like, look how interesting that looks. Now, the lava zone is also crazy dark. That's the one thing about the shader. I like the shade of the lava. It looks good. I like the shade of the rocks. I can see absolutely nothing. Don't at me, but I think the lava zones should have been this dark by default, because then you can't see that crazy popping of the lava that well. Like, you can still see it, but I just think they should have been darker, or there should have been more close-up fog. Now, for the last one, I have to take you to the menu, because this is pretty incredible. The name of this one is Xenobathalassophobia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it is absolutely insane. Now, I don't really know what this one does except make you blind. It's kind of similar to the Aeonic shader. Very, very bright. That bloom effect is off the charts. It also seems to be really oversaturated. Like, Riley has been tanning in this version. Let's just say that. Holy crap. Now, I don't think the sand is supposed to be the color of nacho cheese, but now it is. But you know, since we've spent so long looking at these super desaturated ones, it's a bit of a pleasant change, actually. Oh my god, those blues look so freaking crazy. Like, the little glowy dots look so freaking cool. Now the river, whoa. Oh my god, that actually looks really cool. I mean, it makes it look like it's some magical potion that's down there, which you definitely don't want to swim into, but it looks really cool, actually. Jesus Christ. I cannot tell where the lava begins and Riley ends. Okay, this is definitely the most intense the lava zone has ever looked. We might have gone into hell. Like, forget the Sea Emperor. They might be holding Lucifer over in that facility. Oh my god, my poor eyes. Okay, anyways, back in normal Subnautica now. What I'm going to do here at the end is I'm just going to give you guys a nice little cinematic reel where we're going to look at some biomes with very distinct visuals, and I'm just going to put in some cool background music so you can judge these by yourself. So sit back and enjoy. Anyways guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this showcase of shaders. If you liked any of them, the links will be all down in the description below. Massive shout out to the creators. And if you like this video, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All of those would be very much appreciated. With that, I'm gonna wish you all a beautiful rest of today, and I'll see you in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.